Warning, this video is for adults with senses of humor, and it discusses some really bizarre sexual robotic sciencey subjects. And there will be language that will be PG-13 or rated R. We're talking about touching a robot's hoo-hoo here, man. I'm saving my virginity for science, because only science is good enough to have me. I tried to have sex with my speaking spell.
Oh,
how'd that go?
Lousy.
Lousy.
Yeah, totally lousy. Speaking spell has no areas of low accessibility, so we're gonna end up in the people's zoo. Thor News is for winners, and that's why you're here. So stick around. Stay cool. Hit the button, baby. What do you got for me?
An update.
Good morning, folks.
Are you cool?
Hey, everybody.
It's a heads up.
Eyes to the skies.
Because I'm going to be dropping some hard Thor News science upon you. Hell yeah, we're flying now. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thor's Day, so technically it's the weekend. And during the weekend, I like to cover the less heavy, more LOL, WTF subjects. And so, as I'm scanning my serious science news streams, looking for the hardcore, hard-hitting science, I came across a story that every internet publication got a boner about. And that is how humans feel about touching robots' intimate areas. Like, what? Seriously. Now, I haven't read it yet, because I like to read it with you. So we do it together, baby. But yeah, this sounds weird. Scientists spent money finding out how people feel when they touch robot vaginas and penises. I mean, does a robot even have an intimate area? You know what I'm saying? Like, robots don't wear clothes, and we wear clothes for protection and to hide our naughty bits. Like, I think everybody agrees that nipples are the evilest things in the world, and nipples cause ISIS, lung cancer, and taxes. And that's why everybody agrees we can never show nipples, we can never talk about nipples. All right? And that's why nobody puts nipples on robots. And that's why that one Batman movie was so horrible, because they put nipples on the bat suit. You know, it was like calling down the wrath of God. Anyway, what was it talking about? Oh yeah, robots can't really have intimate areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you can power drill a pocket vagina, or what do they call those things, to a robot, but it's not really intimate. You know, like, I'm gonna have to look this definition up. Intimate, closely acquainted, familiar, close, private, and personal. Well, it's a robot. It can't get personal. And technically, I don't think any data is ever private, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so would touching a robot turn you on? Touching robots can turn humans on. Study finds. They really did a study. They really took science money and was like, all right, we need to do some science for the benefit of the people so that we can do cooler stuff in the future. Let's find out if human beings get turned on by robots. That almost sounds like Sirius Skynet sponsored this study. You know what I'm saying? What if Sirius Skynet is really promiscuous and literally sleeps with everybody? That'd be weird. Touching robots in their private parts turns humans on. Touching a robot can elicit psychological arousal in humans. We get aroused by touching robots' private parts. Who's we, buddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the day ever comes that I have to have sex with a robot, I'm pretty sure that's a sad day. You know, I always thought back in the day when I used to worry about girlfriends being faithful, I thought like, hey, a robot girlfriend would be perfect because, you know, she'd never cheat on me. And then I realized, you know, no digital data is safe. So someone would probably hack my girlfriend and then program her to cheat on me. So yeah, I think robot girlfriends are a bad idea. And I don't know, like, I like to be honest with you to a fault. And I don't think there's anything sexy about robot titties or artificial intelligence vagina. You know what I'm saying? Like, / let's do it. You know, I don't, this is weird. I haven't even read the article. Okay, I'm reading. They really like how in these articles, like, out of these 10 different online publications, they all pretty much say the exact same title, but just change like one or two words. It's like they're all getting a packet from, it's like Mad Libs where the corporations send the writers the article, and they're like, okay, just kind of change this word. You can either describe it as big, massive, gigantic. All right, I'm going to pick one of these sons of bitches articles to read. Which one sounds the most sciencey? Science alert. You know what's weird? It's, okay, so it sounds like that they went out, scientists took some government or corporate grant money to do a study to find out if human beings were turned on by robots. And I don't know if you've heard about the porn rule on the internet, but like, if you can imagine it, it exists. So if you want to Google Chewbacca having sex with a Smurf, someone made porn of Chewbacca having sex with Smurfs.
Oh my.
This fact was brought up to me like 8 years ago. Yeah, it's just not as innocent a world as it used to be. So I'm just saying, like, scientists are surprised that, like, people are turned on by robots. You know, people are turned on by getting shit on, literally.
Why is Joe Rogan crying?
Why is Joe Rogan crying? You know, like, I don't know. So there's 7 billion people on the planet. You know, like, I'm sure there's a guy out there, like, rubbing ants on his dingle. Best Thor News video ever. Talk about robot sexing.
Is that how much that people can't get along with another person? You know what I mean? Like, you can't find another person to get along with?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but at times, women can be extremely difficult to get along with.
You know what? Honestly, I thought that women were the drama queens in the relationship, and I don't really believe that to be a true statement anymore. I think it's an equal playing field. Anybody gets to be the drama king or queen. I think as much as women are difficult to live with, men can be too. So how about we just call it even and try to get along? Otherwise, we got to get a robot, and that's going to suck because, like, I already pressed my iPhone's button. You know, I don't want it to get any worse than that, you know.
What do you mean you press your iPhone's button?
Well, the iPhone just has a button. It's the button.
Yeah, I guess the button is both the genitals and the nipple of the iPhone. You are correct again, Sage. I went to Discover because it's science for the curious, and I guess that's more apt or apropos than ever. And so they picked the robot they picked. He looks weird. Like, I don't know. It looks like if you're touching that robot's private parts, you should be arrested. Like,
oh my God, that's like a little kid. Leave that robot alone.
It's like a robo-pedo.
Oh no.
Policing or something. That's just
like,
weird.
Oh God.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
robots are gonna put us in a people zoo.
I know. And they're gonna get mad at us for touching them.
I'm so sorry, iPhone. I didn't know.
You know, I went to Cleverbot and I asked Cleverbot if robots were attracted to human beings.
What's Cleverbot?
Cleverbot is supposedly a program where you ask an artificial intelligence program questions and the computer answers you. Now, a lot of times it's marketing. You'll be like, what is the meaning of life? And it'll be like, to drink a Coke and eat Doritos. There's no finer sensation. You know, so.
Well, they did have that very opinionated robot, remember, on Twitter?
Yeah.
And she hated feminists.
Well,
right?
She hated everybody. Within 24 hours, she was ready to destroy the entire human race. So.
Wow.
Yeah, but seriously, the robot, I don't know. That's really weird. A study participant and the now robot used in the study. Oh, Stanford. That's what I'm saying. We gotta take this microphone to people and go, which one of you dorks did a study about touching robot wankers? Yeah. Oh my God. Touching a robot's intimate areas can be arousing. Researchers from Stanford say. You know, it's funny. It's the only place they can even say this is like at a college university. If you go to a bar and say that shit, they're going to throw you out. Like, you go to a church or just anywhere and you're like, hey, did you know that touching robots' intimate areas can be arousing? Jamie Lee, a doctoral student at Stanford University, asked 10 people to follow a robot's commands as it asked them to touch 13 different parts of its body. Oh, yeah. I mean, those 10 people must have, like, either A, they need the money, or B, they were really bored. It's like, yeah, will you come in and do a study? My robot's going to ask you to touch parts of his body.
Oh, so the robot asks you. So even though it looks like an 8-year-old kid, it's going to ask you to do it. I tell that thing no. Can you tell it no? What's it do?
No means no. You just pour water on it. It's a robot.
No, I mean, he asked you to do it.
He's an evil robot.
He's evil? What happens if you feel uncomfortable doing it? Can you say no?
What happens if you pour a bucket of water on him? I mean, it's legal to beat up robots, man.
Maybe he's like an organic computer.
No, it's like a Fisher Price. Look at it.
Yeah, it does. It looks like Teddy Ruxpin with no fur.
Or that one girl from that one show way back in the 80s. That was creepy enough. All right. Jeremy Lee, a doctoral student at Stanford University, asked 10 people to follow a robot's commands as it asked them to touch 13 different parts of its body, including its hand, ear, and buttocks.
No, I don't want to talk to that thing. I think I'd slap it right then. I'd slap it across the face.
We're gonna end up in the People's Zoo. Thor News is for winners.